Hi guys, I'm eating pizza.
Hi guys. My name's
what's
Link.
up?
My name's Link.
Your name isn't Link, Nathaniel.
My name is Link.
Your name is not Link. Your name is Nathaniel.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Sure.
So before this episode started, I got the best shirt in the entire game.
Really?
Nathaniel, put it on for me, please.
I will.
Yep.
Once I can do a complete 360 around Link at this speed.
Please don't.
Why not?
Because we'll be here forever.
There it is.
It's the Nintendo Switch shirt. Yay!
There it is.
I actually want to get a Nintendo Switch shirt.
Yeah, so do I, honestly. I need some Nintendo stuff. All right, now.
I need something that isn't black.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of my shirts are black.
Okay, so I need to go over here.
I didn't mean to sound racist there. It's just that a lot of my shirts are black. That's all I meant.
Okay.
In case anyone was wondering. Now go. I hope you don't die before I finish eating this pizza. Let me finish eating this pizza before you die.
Okay. You don't think I'm gonna make it?
I just want you to not die. Okay. Just don't die.
I can do it.
I'm gonna finish eating my pizza.
Alright, just need to get out of here without getting assassinated by a guardian. Which shouldn't be too hard to do.
They don't assassinate you, they murder your face. In the face.
Thanks for specifying.
You're welcome.
Okay, what do I got going on over here?
You gotta go to the shrine.
I know. No crap. Oh, look at that. Look at that frickin' thing all the way up there. Okay, there's a flyer. That means that there's gonna be enemies over there, though. Which, do I really want to risk it? Do I really want to? What we got chilling over here? They're all sleeping, though. Okay, I have a Traveler's Sword, Traveler's Claymore, Woodcutter's Axe. Let's take a look at this. You know what? You know what? I'll just let them be. Let's leave them be. Hey, look, dude! It's the old man's diary. Let's read some of it.
Oh,
okay.
On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me more comfort is cooking.
The recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when I'm traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have that warm doublet.
Warm doublet?
Dude,
what?
Okay, he's talking about this dish, but he didn't really specify how to get this dish.
Well, just.
But you know.
What? What?
This is actually fascinating to me. I'm the sort of guy who really enjoys good cooking. So, my new goal for this game is not to defeat Ganon. It's to find out what this dish is. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to sleep until, unlike this guy over here. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Look at his ugly face. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at those nostrils. I want police to pin on him. Right there. Look at that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You need to stop.
Why?
Because dumb.
Okay.
I just how you accept it. That's not how you do it.
Well, you know what I'm going to do?
Cook food.
Alright. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this. Let's see what I make.
It's probably going to be something weird.
Alright, I'm not going to watch that cutscene again. I just wanted to see it the first time. Simmered fruit. Okay, I need to make something that has heat, that has cold resistance stuff. So, it needs to have this in it.
Hold 2 of those.
Okay. Mushroom, maybe? What the heck, why not? Let's give it a try. Alright, what else we got going on here? Mushrooms, that's good for my health, but doesn't do me cold resistance.
Well, looks like you failed.
Yeah, oh well.
Good job.
It's alright.
You done goofed.
Hey, it's okay. I got time before I can go in there anyway. So... Unless I really screw up and I can't. I need that woodcutter's axe. There we go.
Are you puzzle solving?
No, I'm just gonna walk across this.
Oh.
Just like that. Hey, look, Korok leaf. Sweet. Alright. I'm gonna jump up on here.
Don't fall.
Yeah, last time I played this, I almost fell off, so. Just be careful. Oh my gosh, I cannot see crap. Okay.
That's good. That means no one pooped.
I'm having a stressful. Oh crap!
That was funny.
Don't want anything to do with you. I'm just gonna.
Give him a hug.
No,
Give him a hug.
screw that. I don't want to
Give
do.
him a hug.
I want nothing to do with them. Nothing. Yes, I see you sniffing over there. I see you. And I'm gonna climb up here where you can't frickin' find me. Because I'm Link, and that's what I do. I hide from people.
It's all good.
I have the Triforce of Courage, but I'm scared, so I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, this game gets a 0 out of 10 for lack of Triforce.
Yep, lack of Triforce.
I wonder if that's the one thing that everyone complains about this game.
People find a lot to complain about in this game. Who are you kidding?
People can find a lot to complain about everything.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why. I don't know why people can't just be like, "Oh,
This game is
somewhat fun."
This game is awesome, and I don't need to have it be perfect in order for me to enjoy it.
Because like, there's a difference between like, what am I trying to say? There's a difference between like. Okay, let's compare this to something else. Okay, so, like, all of Legend of Zeldas has been pretty much the same up to this point, right?
I guess.
Well, most of them.
Okay.
But like this one just totally changed the entire.
This one
formula
changed
for
everything. Because it was
like, but it did it in a good way because they did it correctly
Right.
to make it good. Like they were able to like the mechanics are great, the way that everything's paced is great.
right.
Like they did everything right, how they should have done. Now, I know I probably talk about this way too much, but Star Wars Battlefront, when they redid that, they took everything good about the first games and they completely got rid of it and made it into something horrible.
Yeah, you've made this point before.
But it's so true because it's like you can't take what was good about those games and not include it in if you're going to change the formula, like make sure it's like it works.
I'm gonna die.
Like jump. There you go.
Got it.
Like with this game, they changed it, but they made it good.
Yeah, they did. It was really good.
With Battlefront, they basically took a step back. Like this is taking steps forward.
This is taking a lot of steps forward
because they took a chance and they did something new.
This is a great game.
With Battlefront, they kind of took a step back and just made it like everything else, which was not good. Which is not what made Battlefront Battlefront.
You like this? You like to rant about Battlefront a lot, don't you?
I mean, it's like my favorite game of all time. So
I thought Dark Souls 3 was your favorite game of all time.
no, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is my favorite game of all time. Then
Oh.
Dark Souls is my second and third. So yeah,
Gotcha.
I don't know because I don't really know what else like has been done like that. Like that has like
Taking
the
steps
formula-
back.
Like that has taken the formula.
There's
and
been
completely
plenty of
changed
games
it.
that have been taking steps back over the years.
Well, I'm talking about like changing the formula of the original game.
Well, I mean, this isn't really like changing the formula, I guess you would say. This is more like, I think it's the reason why everybody likes this game so much is because it's like the original and that it's like it doesn't hold your hand. You're basically free to do whatever you want to do,
I know.
and that's honestly a great thing. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be happy? Why wouldn't you be happy with that?
Because people just have to complain about something.
Yeah, people
I
are
don't
so
know why.
dumb. This is a great
just be
freaking
happy.
game. This is a really good game.
Like, I guess I shouldn't say that because, like, then people are gonna be like, "Oh, but don't." Then you complain about this certain stuff. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like,
Okay,
don't.
I can make it. I
Like-
just gotta wait for the next one. I can easily make
I don't
this. Yeah, I can easily make this.
It's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say now.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Well, it's like,
Oh crap! Oh crap!
People should-
Oh crap!
Like people shouldn't complain because something has changed. They should complain because the change that was made it bad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the people complain because this game isn't like everything else.
Well, I personally think it was a nice little step. I mean, I know people. I know someone who thinks that who doesn't like the whole aspect. Like, oh, I don't like how it changed everything. I like how the old Zeldas were. I'm like, well, I like it because
the argument was brought up to me that they didn't like how the weapons always broke all the time.
Okay, so
which I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That gets annoying.
It does. It does because you have a
like you may build up a bunch of weapons, but then you can get rid of them in one fight.
Precisely.
But I don't know. I think it's a good mechanic because it's like
it keeps things. It's different.
It keeps it interesting.
It does.
It's like it makes it so you have to adapt to the situation. You can't just
not going for a chest.
Where's the chest?
It's over there.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
But I don't know. I don't think they really went wrong with this game.
I think the majority of the changes that they made were good changes.
Yeah.
There's going to be some stuff that it's not a perfect game, but it's definitely a really good game.
But I do think story-wise they kind of had to make it a lot different.
Yeah, they did.
Like they couldn't really have aspects of other games.
It's actually kind of funny because the Zelda games they jump all over the place with the timeline. Yeah.
Well,
they went Skyward Sword was the very beginning of Zelda, and then this game's the very end. It's the most recent.
I heard some things that were saying this game isn't technically a part of the timeline or something.
It's really weird because the Zelda timeline actually splits up into three different things.
I have to actually research it to figure out what exactly the timeline of Zelda is.
It splits up
so many games
because after Ocarina of Time, depending on what happens to Link in Ocarina of Time, that splits into three different timelines, and one of them, one of the things, I don't remember which one it was, but if Link failed to defeat Ganon, then the timeline that starts with Twilight Princess goes.
Okay.
But if he succeeded in killing Ganon, then he was sent back to relive his childhood so that he could enjoy his childhood, and that brings it to the I think Wind Waker.
Okay.
So that's why he's young in Wind Waker.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really confusing. I have to look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, because there's so much stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's a great franchise, but I don't even understand all of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. You keep playing.
I will.
Zelda timeline.
Okay, so the next place we have to go is over there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna trek across these mountains.
Here's the official Zelda timeline.
Here we go, folks. Official Zelda timeline.
All right, so okay, the world's created. The era of the goddess Hylia, that's Skyward Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, the era of prosperity, that's the Minish Camp for the Game Boy Advanced, followed by Four Swords. And then we go to Ocarina of Time, which is the era of the Hero of Time. So if Link is successful in defeating Ganon, and the child continuum goes, he's sent back to okay, I was wrong about this. The games go in the sequence of Majora's Mask, followed by Twilight Princess, followed by Four Swords Adventures.
And that's if he succeeds.
That's if he succeeds and
is sent back.
And is sent back to relive his childhood. You're about to die, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. I got it.
Okay. If he succeeds and he's not sent to relive his childhood, then whoa. Okay, so then he goes to the era of the Great Sea, which is Wind Waker, followed by Phantom Hourglass, and then Spirit Tracks.
Well, maybe in Wind Waker, his character model just looks like a child, but in reality, he's actually older.
Maybe. Well, then okay. That's,
I mean, isn't he in a new place or something?
Yeah, technically, the kingdom the Wind Waker takes place isn't Hyrule. Hyrule's underwater.
Oh,
so
that's weird.
Yeah, because the land in the Wind Waker is the mountaintops of Hyrule. Because the gods drowned the water and landed originally to feed Ganon.
Interesting. So
yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so if Link is defeated by Ganondorf, and then Hyrule's decline, that's a Link to the Past for the SNES.
Okay.
Followed by the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, which for Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm.
And then Link's Awakening. Then followed by the original game, and then the sequel to that one, The Adventure of Link.
Okay.
So that's the official timeline. And Breath of the Wild, I'm not sure if they've updated it yet to include Breath of the Wild.
Well, I'm assuming that Breath of the Wild would be in the fail timeline.
What makes you say that?
Well, because, that's, the whole plot to this game, isn't it?
I guess.
They failed to defeat Ganon.
That's true. They failed to defeat Ganon. That's why Link had to be sent to the Resurrection Chamber.
That's why he was sent to the Resurrection Chamber, and Zelda had to be like, I'm gonna keep Ganon in this thing.
Oh, crap.
To make sure that he doesn't live, or make sure he stays in the castle.
Okay, let's read this article. Okay. Regardless, okay, I know about those are the 3 timelines. The places of Breath of the Wild fall very, very far into the future of whatever timeline it takes place in. 10,000 years ago, Hyrule was advanced enough to build Sheikah robots to fight Ganon, so it's very likely that a significant longer amount of time has passed since the last title than were initially led to believe. By this point, the Triforce and the Master Sword are rarely referred to by name, and appear to be mostly considered as symbolic relics. Most of the traditional Zelda mythos has been faded into legend appropriately enough for the title of the game.
Okay, that makes sense.
So let's look into the future. We know it's in the future. Now let's look at the hints that draws to previous games. Okay, so the Zora Princess from Ocarina of Time is remembered in this version of Hyrule as having become a sage, just as she did in the adult version of Ocarina. The same can be said for Naboru. Okay, the Arbiter Grounds from Twilight Princess can be found in Gerudo Desert, although it's submerged beneath the sand. Okay.
Oh, so that's the ruins in the desert.
Right.
Okay.
Princess Zelda refers to 3 major incarnations of Link during the first recoverable memory. The Link from Skyward Sword, Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess. Hyrule has no mention of ever being flooded, which means Wind Waker is unlikely.
Okay.
Rito and Korok's evolutions of the Zoro and Korokid, which appeared in the Wind Waker, also appear in this game, which supports Wind Waker, but Ganon is more beast than man. His humanity is nearly completely forgotten at this point outside of an offhand mention that he once took the form of a Gerudo.
Okay.
So, there are a few different things we can first start
So, it's kind of like it's in every timeline,
I guess. It sounds like it.
It's like if you took every timeline and you were just like... Oh, what am I doing? It's like take every timeline and all of them... It's like all of them converge at the end.
Right. Here's talking about Ganon. Ganon has a history of coming back multiple times to the point where he's seen as more of a force of nature than a sentient being. He is even called an it in Breath of the Wild, referring to how many people think of him. This would rule out the adult timeline, as he returned only once in Wind Waker and was in his human form for the entirety of that appearance. The sequels to Wind Waker featured villains other than Ganon. That's true. I forgot about that.
What is it?
The sequels to Wind Waker, which were Spirit Tracks, I said in the wrong order, but Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks.
Yeah.
Those had villains, but they weren't Ganondorf, or they weren't Ganon. So that means Ganon was sealed. He returned twice in the child timeline, although his appearance in Twilight Princess was largely behind the scenes and unaccounted for by the people of Hyrule, leaving his Four Swords adventure incarnation his only major comeback. However, the Downfall timeline has Ganon being sealed in the Sacred Realm, corrupting it into the Dark World, being defeated by Link twice, and having his resurrection prevented multiple other times.
Uh-huh.
All things considered, okay, this is what this guy thinks, it makes the most sense to place Breath of the Wild on the timeline of the classic game, the so-called Downfall timelines.
Okay, that's what I figured.
The discrepancies, such as Dorito and the Koroks, are fairly easy to explain with the passage of such a large amount of time. Yeah. The knowledge of the sages from Ocarina means that the events of that game must have occurred, ruling out the child timeline despite Zelda's mention of the hero of Twilight.
Okay.
This would place Breath of the Wild long after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Alright.
Another thing to consider is that Breath of the Wild is in many ways a homage to the original Zelda, with the developers even recreating its classic concept of Breath of the Wild's incarnation of Link. In a way, this furthers its connection to the classic look at that. They're right. Look at that.
Wow.
As an aside, the iconic green tunic that you receive after completing all 120 shrines features the most similarities to the hero's tunic seen in the classic Zelda games. The shorts and yellow ring on the hat are all most prominently seen in Downfall games. Does this mean anything? Maybe not, but it's an interesting nod.
True. It's very true.
Timeline convergence. Here we go. This is interesting. We should probably stop for this guy.
We've been talking a lot. Okay, so...
All right. I think it's interesting, though.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
With this, you have to acquire those spirit orbs from the shrines.
Whoa, no way!
Oh, ho, extraordinary.
Oh,
that means it's finally time.
whoa!
Link, it's time first...
How do you know my name? How do you know my name?
Imagine an X on your map with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect.
I shall wait for you there.
I know where it is.
So do I.
Oh.
Dude, I got past this part when I played. So.
I know. So stop acting like you haven't played this game. Alright, so it's just the Temple of Time.
Yeah, it's Temple of Time.
Temple of Time.
You can't go there, though. You have to...
I'm going to mark it.
There you go.
Pin. And I'm going to go to the Resurrection Shrine. So, yeah.
Want to keep reading about that?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's interesting. It really is.
Yeah.
The lore of this game is something else.
Because it's all over the place.
Okay, another theory that's being thrown around is the possibility that the timeline somehow converged into one, explaining the events.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Considering how far into the future Breath of the Wild is, I suppose it's possible that we're looking at the eventual conclusion of all 3 of Hyrule's histories. Perhaps the convergence was guided with a bit of the divine interventions from the goddesses, or simply slowly and naturally merge into a singular endpoint. It's an interesting theory to be sure, and it would work incredibly well as a thematic endpoint for the series.
It's like in the Telltale games when your choices may take you on different paths, but they all end up leading to the same point.
Right. However, it's a bit far-fetched for me to entirely subscribe to, so my eggs are still lying in a Downfall basket. I wouldn't be lying, however, if I said I wasn't completely intrigued by the idea of a possible convergence.
That was totally my idea. So he stole my idea before it was said. Or I just am... Oh, I forgot!
What?
I forgot I didn't have the paraglider.
You killed yourself, didn't you?
I did.
Alright, I get to go to Temple Time. We should probably end the episode right here. We did a lot of talking this episode. Didn't we?
We haven't even gone for that long.
It depends on how long you, I don't know.
We've been going for 30 minutes, but I guess we've been talking for the entire 30 minutes, which is probably going to be left in. So maybe we should end the episode.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, I just burped.
So be cautious out there when walking. That's so appropriate. Take some caution out there, Jordan.
Well, you know what? It's what happens when I don't know about not having the paraglider. I just got so used to it. I'm sorry that things are happening inside my body.
It's okay.
Alright, so we're going to end the episode here. Next time, we're probably going to be at the Temple of Time.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Alright, cool.
Link is going to wish you all a farewell. The bushes. The bush. Look at the bush. Breathe in the bush.
Breathe that wild.
Hey, look at me. Watch. Because I am a distant memory to you. Like a spirit, I will slowly but surely fade away. Into nothingness. Dude, seriously? That was truly epic, and you were looking at your phone the entire time.
The episode already ended.